Christmas time, mistletoe and wine.
Hello, viewer. How are you doing? Welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. And on this edition, it's time for Last Band Standing.
Can I do it? Last band standing.
Yes, your favourite little thing to do, Ben. So,
Yeah,
well,
we did record it last week, but we had microphone issues,
your
didn't we?
new favourite thing. Yeah. So,
Are you ready, Philster?
I'm as ready as I will ever
So
be.
the rules are: I will read you out a band to start off with.
And this
That's
includes.
in the hat.
Now, is this really all bands? Because last time you did this, and you suddenly started pulling out solo artists, and then you
It will
slowly.
be all bands. It will
They
be
were
all bands. Don't you
okay.
worry, Philster.
Okay.
So the first one I choose, that'll be in the hat. That's there. It's
Yep.
safe. I'll then give you another name. You've got to choose whether to pull the old one out of the hat, discard him, put the other one back in, and we will go until I get bored.
Okay. Now, what's the criteria for this? Because you pull out a band,
Yeah,
and then you pull out another one, and then I've got to decide whether I prefer that new one or keep the old one.
or keep the old one.
On
Yeah,
what criteria am I assessing them? Is it whether just
just
I like them?
it's instantaneous. Whatever comes into your head first. So
Is
it's
it
got to be.
whether I would like to listen to them right now, or is it whether they're my favourites of all time, or whether
Yeah,
I think they're
just
better?
which one you think is the better band. As soon as it comes out, you got to be boosh boosh, little thinking time.
Because there's
2 seconds.
Because there's some bands where I'd have to say objectively they are better than another band, but I might have more fun listening to
It's your
the
own
worst
personal
band.
preference, Philster.
Okay, so let's go.
Right, are you ready? First band, Santana.
Okay,
Yeah, and that's up against the Chemical Brothers.
crikey. I'm not sure that I have a huge preference here. I'm gonna. There's a lot of the Santana stuff I've never listened to, but it's a bit sort of 60s rock, some of it, isn't it? Maybe I'd like that. I'm keeping Santana.
Right, Santana or Gorillas?
Oh, crikey. Um, the gorilla stuff, I don't mind it, but it's never been something I've actively really listened to, really. Apart from just hearing it around. It's okay. You're talking about acts I don't know a huge amount about, to be honest. I'm going to stick with Santana. And I don't even
Santana
know.
or ABBA?
I'm gonna have ABBA for some more pop fun, for some nostalgia and pop fun.
ABBA or the Jackson 5?
Oof. I do enjoy some of the Jackson 5, particularly as I got a little bit older. The kiddie stuff might be a bit annoying after a while, but I'm going to keep ABBA or the Jackson 5. I don't know. I'm going to have the Jacksons because they're funky.
Jacksons.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jacksons or the band?
Well, the band, as in Robbie Robertson, Live on
The
Home, and
band.
all
I
those
would be
guys.
a rubbish weather person.
You know, I love that old timey Americana stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm having the band.
The band or Simon and Garfunkel?
You've pulled out a great band for me, so I do like Paul Simon particularly, but I'm going to keep the band.
The band or the Sex Pistols?
Again, I mean, it's good fun, the Sex Pistols, but it's really one album, isn't it? And I'm keeping the band.
The band or Iron Maiden?
Well, I suppose if you're more into the genre of Iron Maiden, then you could argue that they are, a great band, had a great career, and etc. And I'm not dissing them, but the band are more my kind of thing, so I'm keeping the band.
The band or Blur?
I'm still keeping the band. No offense to Blur, because I do like them, but
The band or REM?
That's a good one, isn't it? Because you've chucked in a curveball for me there.
I have. Did that on purpose.
Because REM, I've got all my own memories of REM, buying the records and seeing them, and I don't have that with the band because they're one of the historical acts that I really like. Oh, it's a difficult one. I
I'm
think
gonna have to rush you, Pilster. Come on, it's what your heart's telling you. Go with your heart.
REM have got a lot of good albums, and they've got a very good catalogue. And obviously, I was there for a lot of it. But the band have got a great. I just really like their style of music. Well, the REM, you could argue, have got a quite diverse in a way. Ooh, who am I going to choose to take away? REM.
5, 4,
I
3,
think just with the size of the
2,
catalogue,
1,
I'm going to take the
0.
band. I'm taking the band.
The band or the Arctic
I'm,
Monkeys?
it's the band.
Oh, the
You
band,
you're going to have to do well to knock them off the pedestal
the
because I
band or
do really.
Creedence Clearwater Revival?
It's still got to be the band.
Oh, he's doing well here. The band or the Beach Boys?
Oh, that's a good one. Um, Oh, there's a lot. I'm just thinking about the size of the catalogue. The Beach Boys have got a good catalogue. I do like a lot of the Beach Boys stuff, from the early surfy hot rod stuff to the Pet Sounds to even some of the 70s stuff. They were around longer, got more variety.
5,
But
4, 3,
please, once you start putting something on top and knocking
2,
a few other things off, it makes you want to keep it as the undisputed
1.
champion. The band.
The band or Mumford and Sons?
Well, Mumford and Sons fans of the band, I believe.
Quite possibly, quite possibly. It's whether you're fans of
No,
Mumford and Sons more than you are the
they
band.
get now. I must admit, I don't know enough about Mumford and Sons to
Yeah,
slag them off, because people do slag them off, don't they? Quite badly. And
I don't mind them.
I don't know enough to do
I've
it,
got I've got Marcus Mumford's solo album somewhere down here next to me.
because I haven't ever listened to an album or really tried to get into them. So it would be wrong to slag them off. I don't understand, why do they get slagged off? Is it? I don't know
I
why
think
is
they
that.
fall into the same bracket as Coldplay, don't they?
Is that what they're seen as, like a
Yeah,
folky
yeah.
version of Coldplay?
And because they're posh boys, aren't they? I think
Are
that
they
gets
also that
yeah,
big part of it as
yeah.
well? Yeah, okay. But it's the band still on
The
top.
the band or Massive Attack?
The band.
The band or Coldplay?
They're going to beat most things. They've just beaten REM and the Beach Boys. They're not going to, in terms of,
Is it the
I mean,
band?
yes,
Band or the Strokes?
the band.
Oh, the band or U2?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh,
Well,
here we go.
U2's a bit like REM. I was there for a lot of it, and I bought the records when they came out, and I went to see them and stuff like that. So, am I going to put one of my historic, bands that I really like from history against over a band that I remember from my own life? And I do like a lot of the U2 records, but the band have got more than one vocalist, which kind of helps add to variety. So I'm going to go with the band.
The band. The band or Led Zeppelin?
Oh, it's a different. Oh, I do like Zepp. So do I want the sort of the warmth of the Americana of the band, or the hard rocking sound of Zeppelin? Thing is, with Led Zeppelin, I have to be in the Led Zeppelin mood, whereas the band, I'm probably more open more of the time. So I'm going with the band.
The band.
Yeah.
The band or Oasis?
It's a tough one, real tough one. 'Cause I do really enjoy the Oasis stuff as well. And again, it's putting up something that I remember from the time. If I have to keep the catalogue, I'm gonna go into space, and I can only listen to one of these bands. That's a
Think of
difficult
all the
one.
B-sides.
I know there's a lot of great stuff by Oasis, and Oasis is great. You can crank it up and have fun with Oasis, can't you? And they've got two singers, which adds a bit of variety, doesn't it? So I don't know. It's very hard. It's very hard. It depends where I'm going and what music I need, doesn't it? Really,
You're going to space, just you.
going into space. Am I going to listen to the band? Or am I going to listen to Oasis? Because if I take the band, does that mean I'm allowed to take the Last Waltz box set? Because that is officially the band at
Oh yeah,
release.
yeah.
But
You
it
can
has all
take
those
that.
different, has those people on it, doesn't it? Because it has Van Morrison on it and Joni Mitchell and
Oh no, you can't take it then.
Bob Dylan and all those people appear on it. So it kind of adds a lot to the catalogue in terms of if I'm going to take it into space. I'd probably have to take,
No, if it's
I'd
got
like to
other
take.
artists on it, out
That's
the
not
window.
allowed. So does that mean?
5,
So does that mean
4.
that the Oasis "Be Here Now" album isn't allowed because it's got Johnny Depp playing guitar on one of the
You just
songs?
take out fading out off of it.
um,
He doesn't sing on it though, does he? So
he doesn't sing on it, and he isn't listed as a separate artist in his own right. Did they ever do anything, Oasis, where someone else was listed as being with them on the record?
not
They never
singing.
had.
No,
They
no,
never had Oasis featuring someone else.
no,
They never did that, did
no.
they?
So gonna have to rush you for an answer,
Um,
Philster.
um, I'm going to do. I'm going to. Some people would be obviously we're blinding the obvious choice because there's a lot of people would say Oasis definitely because the band's some boring old American band from the '60s, and then some people will go, "How could you be so crass as to even think Oasis are in the same league as wonderful songwriting of Robbie Robertson and the band with all their connection to Bob Dylan?" Yeah. But I find this quite a hard choice to be honest because I do enjoy a bit of blast of Liam and all that. So, um, which catalogue would I take? How many albums are there? That's about what? How many Oasis albums? About 7 or something.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. But then you've got the master plan that makes it 8.
There's enough material to call it 8, isn't there? Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
8 albums, and then with the band, you've got the first 2, and then you've got the Stage Fright and um,
Welcome to
um,
Instant Choices with Phil Smith.
Cahoots, and then you've got um, Northern Lights, Southern Cross. That's sort of 5, and then you got the covers album, 6. Most of they've probably got similar. They've both got a similar size of catalogue. I don't know how many albums, how many songs there are for each band, but similar. I'm going to take. It's just my loyalty to the old American music. I'm going to take the band.
We can't be friends anymore. Well, you've chosen.
Yeah, I've chosen.
Oh, welcome to the new millennia, people. Happy New Year.
We had to be different, didn't we? And I
Yeah,
couldn't
right.
have the same thing as you. Yeah,
The band
yeah.
or Bucks Fizz?
Oh my goodness me! That's so difficult to make my mind up. Well, you've got me on video, Ben. The camera never lies. I'm going with band.
Band or the
Yeah.
Rolling Stones?
Oh, that we see. Finally, is there a group that can knock them off? Can Garth and Rick and Levon and Robbie and Richard withstand the power of the Stones?
Or you think?
I think, given the size of the catalogue, and I do really enjoy the Stones, and they've got some. I'm going to have to go with the Rolling Stones because there's something exciting about the Stones, and that's the thing that nearly swung it to me with Oasis because it's the excitement factor. Because the band is a great band, but they haven't necessarily got that. Always got the excitement factor. As much
The
as
Rolling Stones,
yeah,
or the Beatles?
it was going to come down to this in the
It
end,
was
wasn't it?
inevitable that it was going to. I wasn't going to end with the Beatles. You know what I was going to end with? I was going to throw it out there, and I was either going to go with Fleetwood Mac or someone like the Arctic Monkeys or something like that. I've already said, or Nirvana, but I've gone with the Beatles because it is. it's like Messi and Ronaldo, custard or no custard. I can't just say anybody who opts for no custard is weird. Custard is the greatest liquid ever invented.
This is always one of those ones where I don't want to have to choose.
I
Having to
shouldn't have put my
choose.
book away, should I?
No, you shouldn't have done because having to. No, I have to talk it out because having to choose between the Beatles and the Stones, it's like having to choose between Sinatra and Presley because they're kind of different, but great in their own way. And I
You
don't really
accepted the challenge of the game,
don't want to be
Filster.
without either of them. And it's like trying to choose between Bob Dylan and Neil Young. You know, it's I don't really want to choose between them because they are kind of different. They kind of stick them in a similar category in a way, but they're also extremely different. And I do really love both of them. So, I mean, am I going to keep the Beatles or the Stones? I don't know. I mean, I
It
can't
was
decide.
the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I mean, just
Oh, oh, yeah. In case anybody's watching, Phil is still trying to decide.
So I do actually like a lot of the later stuff by the Stones, even though it's not fashionable to like it in some circles, and people go, well, they're not as good as they used to be, and it was all they were doing the same thing again, blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah. But I still do enjoy a lot of the stuff. Um, so they have a much wider spread of time, whereas the Beatles it's all 7 years, but 7 years of very creative. So Uh, given the fact that the Stones is kind of like a band for all time, and I also remember them from my life, and I have Stones memories from my own life, and I also have their historic stuff
and
that's
then,
great.
yeah,
I'm going to choose the Rolling Stones.
and then minus the 2, carry the 1, and then divide that by the square root of light speed.
Did you hear that,
I've just
man?
worked out. I've just worked out the whole of quantum physics and disproved Einstein's theory of relativity. What was your answer, Phil?
The Stones.
The Stones. So,
Yeah.
what, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion here on Full Record Jacket is that Phil takes ages to decide, but has decided that the Rolling Stones are the greatest band of all time and all other music should be burnt. And if you've got a problem with that, please write to Phil Smith at 40 Philtown, Phil Street, Philtown, Philville, PO Box PH 1 2
7-7.
77. Who gives
Something
a
like that.
toss? But yeah,
Yeah.
message me down below. I'll give you his address, and you can send horses' heads to him. So the Rolling
There you
Stones
go.
are the greatest band of all time, is what you've just come to that
Well,
conclusion.
I've picked them, but I mean, yeah,
No, no, you've
I'm
chosen.
happy with that. I'm happy with that, and some people won't be, of course, but I'm happy with that.
No, that's a good choice. To be fair, I still can't believe that you didn't choose Mumford and Sons, really. But yeah,
Yeah, there
did
you
you
go.
like that little
Sometimes,
game? I thought it'd be a good way to fill 5 minutes.
yeah,
Oh, 18 minutes
I
42.
can't do it with you because I know who's going to win every time, so it's just fairly pointless to do it with you.
No, it might. Well, just don't include them, Philster.
Oh, don't
Do it.
include them.
Don't
Yeah, yeah,
include them. Don't include the obvious. And that's where I struggled. I ended up including the obvious ones like the Beatles and Stones at the end, and I shouldn't. What I should have done is not included them and ended with, say, like Fleetwood Mac and Queen.
yeah.
But as this was the first one, I thought I'd make it, you know. There you go. Did you
There
enjoy
you go.
that?
Yeah, it really. It's all these choices that we don't really have to make, but we kind of have fun making them.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, that was easier than having to choose which child you want to put up for adoption.
Yeah. So there we go, music fans. I'm sorry if I discarded one of your very favourite bands along the way, but I haven't
Well,
really
all of the
discarded them.
bands, really. I think
Yeah,
you did there, didn't you?
yeah. we haven't really discarded
Oh,
them
one
in any
second.
way.
Hello? Oh, hello, Robbie. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, we've just done it. Yeah, yeah, you didn't actually get, no, no, you beat Mumford and Sons. Yeah, but no, you didn't, no. You can't call Phil that. You can't. Oh, you know where he lives. Ah, right. Okay. I know. I know. Yeah. Okay. I'll let him know. Oh, that's harsh. Okay. No worries, Robbie. Sorry about that. I would have put you top. I love your music. Keep it up. Keep it going. Bye 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 bye. Love you. Bye 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 bye. Sorry about that,
Am
Philster.
I now going to
Robbie
be haunted?
Robertson.
Am I now going to be haunted?
You're going to be haunted by the ghost of Robbie Robertson. Turns out you get 4G in music heaven. So
I'm just letting you carry on.
I wouldn't, Phil. That's where this all goes down the pan, is when I'm involved. So, but I enjoyed that anyway. So Robbie Robertson didn't. So
There we go. So
yeah,
that, viewers, is the conclusion. So I'll do it on Ben sometime. We'll pull some clever ones on him. See where he ends up with that one. For now, as Ben has well of inspiration has completely run dry, he has no more japes within him. We're going to end this edition there. We'll be back for another one very soon.